If you want to get a load off your mind, then try awareness. It's as simple as that. Just because you have a habit of focusing in on all the thoughts you're having or emotions or sensations or other experiences doesn't mean that that's the only way you can be. Awareness is the source of all those thoughts. Let's just take thoughts as one of the points of view I mentioned. Thoughts are ceaseless. They're ceaseless. And the thoughts, as a point of view appearing in awareness, they can be anything. And even though we want to have positive thoughts, very few of our thoughts are positive. And many of our thoughts are negative. And there really doesn't seem to be any kind of means to get a handle on that through trying to cultivate more positive states. It's impossible to do. It's impossible to get into a state of mind where all thoughts are entirely positive and none would be considered negative. And that is the natural flow. That's the natural flow of awareness, is that it's like a mirror reflecting everything that appears within it. And just like in a mirror, everything that is reflected is clear light imagery. There isn't really anything in the mirror. So too, everything that appears in awareness is clear light energy, clear light imagery. It's never anything other than that. And when we think that it is, that's when there's a problem. When we think that there's a problem with what's appearing in awareness, then there is a problem. That's what we decide. And the wish fulfillment of that process is that we decide there's something negative, therefore there is. We see what appears as negative. And it never even occurs to us that there's something about us beyond this constant battle between positive and negative. And so when we hear about awareness, right away we want to know, what is it? Even though when we ask the question, what is it? It's awareness that is the fuel of that question. So we say, what is it? But those words appear in awareness. So what is it is rooted in awareness already. Just the question itself and the questioner are both equally rooted in awareness. Even knowing that, it's impossible for most people to identify awareness initially. It's absolutely impossible to identify awareness initially. Why? Because we've never learned what it is. We've never learned what it is in our own experience. Identifying awareness or introducing yourself to awareness is very simple. It's just a matter of stopping thinking. Stop thinking just for a moment. Anyone can do that. Stop thinking for a moment. When you stop thinking for a moment, all there is alertness, cognizance, vigilance. That's all. That's all that's present. And that is what awareness is. And when you look at awareness, when you look at that alertness, you can't say that it is anything. It's just the simple alertness of awareness. It's ordinary awareness that is aware of every single point of view that appears within it, no matter what it is. Now, awareness isn't only present in no thinking. Awareness is also present in thinking. So even though there's no thought or a thought, awareness is equally the space of thought and no thought. And so that you see, that's very simple to understand. Now, to become familiar with awareness, to become confident in awareness, we need to rely on some way of doing that. And for most people, the easiest way to do that is through short moments of awareness, repeated many times until it becomes automatic. And that means whenever we remember to, we take a short moment of identifying that alertness that is at the basis of all points of view. We just stop thinking, just for a moment, a short moment of awareness. And we repeat that many times, which means we return to it again and again. We return to it repeatedly in an uncontrived, unforced way. And as we do this, we become more familiar with the alertness that is at the basis of every single point of view that appears within that awareness. As we become more confident in awareness, we really see that this alertness is present all the time and that we can, so to speak, at will, return to it again and again. In this simple, easy way, we become confident in it, and in time it becomes automatic. It's automatic from the beginning, it's just that we haven't recognized it. As we recognize or acknowledge more awareness more and more, it becomes automatic. Then we begin to see that all points of view appear in awareness. They appear in awareness, they appear of awareness, they appear as awareness, and they appear through awareness. In, of, as, and through awareness. No other way do points of view appear. So our old habit of managing our thoughts, of being the micromanager of our thoughts, is given up in favor of gaining confidence and awareness. Rather than micromanaging our thoughts, our emotions, our sensations, or other points of view, we're gaining confidence and awareness. We've relinquished our position of being the micromanager of our points of view, and now we're gaining confidence and awareness. When I say we relinquish being the micromanager of our points of view, it means we leave all the points of view exactly as they are. All the thoughts that appear, all the sensations that appear, all the emotions that appear, all the experiences that appear. We rely on awareness while all these appear. No matter what descriptions they have, no matter what they have to say, we rely on the strength of awareness. And as we do so, we notice that when a point of view appears, there's what could be called its inception. It's the initial appearance of the point of view. And then say we have a point of view of, I'm going to die someday. And that's the inception of the point of view. Oh, I'm going to die someday. And then say the flowering of the point of view is, oh, what's that going to be like? Oh, I'm afraid. Oh, so-and-so died. So, all of this is the flowering of the point of view, the full potentiation of the point of view. And then at some point, that story of the point of view stops. You know how all stories have the end. They come to an end. It says the end. It comes to an end. And it resolves. By maintaining awareness, we begin to see this entire process, the initial arising of the point of view, the full flowering of the point of view, and the resolution of the point of view. And we begin to have confidence that this will occur spontaneously without any effort in our part. We begin to see that the win-win for us is to maintain awareness while letting points of view be as they are. So I'm not saying we just maintain awareness and push away the points of view. I'm not saying we maintain awareness and try to not have any points of view at all. And I'm not saying that we get part way into a point of view and shut it down by maintaining awareness. I'm saying We maintain awareness while allowing points of view to be as they are. In this way, we become confident in this full process, the arising, the full potentiation, and the release of points of view. This happens automatically, and we begin to see that. And so then points of view don't look so enemy-like anymore. They don't seem so scary. It doesn't seem so much like we have to be the micromanager of our points of view. We see that our real solidity, our real strength is in awareness. It's not in trying to do something about the points of view. It's not in trying to micromanage them. Now, how do we know that we're not slipping off into a story? Awareness. Awareness is obviously present in, of, as, and through the story. So this is how we know. This is how we come to see that awareness and all the points of view are inseparable. We're maintaining awareness. There's only awareness, and the points of view are appearing as they are. They're inseparable. So we begin to really get the taste of that, the direct experience, the instinctive knowing of that. There's awareness. It's obvious, extremely obvious, even though there are all kinds of points of view. We know for sure when we have this kind of experience, this instinctive knowing, that the solidity is in awareness. We cannot find it in points of view. We don't even want to engage in the stories anymore. We can't be distracted by points of view, and there's no wanting to, and there's no need to, and it's impossible to, because we start to see that no matter what the story is, we're aware. The story has no control over us. It has no control whatsoever over our behavior, our conduct. All the points of view, no matter what they are perfect conduct. So that all these things that we thought were not perfect conduct, we come to see that they are perfect conduct. All points of view of body, speech, and mind are perfect conduct, the perfect conduct of awareness. Now, does that mean that we act like a lunatic and just do anything we want to do? Absolutely not. Real awareness, real, truly ordinary awareness, truly real awareness is not a lunatic who acts in harmful ways. That's just the way it is. When we gain confidence in awareness, we have complete mastery over all points of view.